the reforming the non-god.
French and Italian goods. Even the MAS 36 rifle, the Beretta M1938A, the Beretta M1930, and the MAS.
The reforming the non-god.
Homework and giving us some idea. Side note, I just love how punchy
That's my current task.
this game too.
Gotta go see the Jarl. I gotta go see the Jarl. I gotta go see the Jarl.
Vanguard's guns sound like a pea shooter in comparison.
Oh, Mr. Jarl.
Here's a fun fact about Big Red 1. The game was developed in 6 months. Treyarch had to crunch 6 days a week and work 12-hour shifts. Here's another fun development fact. After the game was released, the team was given 2 weeks off. Then they're brought back into the studio until they had it during yet again another 9-month crunch for Call of Duty 3. This might explain as to why both games share so many assets with each other. I got this information from a YouTube thread of a legendary developer who worked on both projects. Now, I know anyone can pretend to be anything on the internet, but to this guy's defense, he's been replying to people for 5 years now. He also shares inside knowledge that was See, if you have any burning questions about Big Red 1 or Call of Duty 3, I'll leave a link to the thread in the description. Back on topic, I found Big Red 1 was short and sweet. It's a great Call of Duty game that dared be different, with an approach that nowadays executives would deem as quote-unquote too risky, and delivers an experience that simply put is fun to play. I hope this video inspires you to check out this game if you ever get the chance. I highly recommend it. Before we end off this video, I'd like to get the following YouTube members in this
Jarl!
for their continued support.
Hey.
The following YouTube members are Killer Ninja KY74, Christy T,
Hey.
Silent Top Hat, Joe Hogan, Respect Privacy,
Good to see you. Finally, someone useful is around.
X Hazo, Hilarious Harvey, Timbo TK, Dawn the Second, shoutouts to British Character.
My uncle Dengue was Jarl until a short time ago. His old age and failing health as he stepped down. He now serves us honorably as slave, and to the great benefit of the whole, I now serve as Jarl. Then by my right as Jarl, I name you Thaner Thornbury. Congratulations. I grant you a personal house call, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office.
I don't think I did anything.
Notify my guards of your new title. We want them to think you're part of the common rabble now. Difficult. I'm a Jarl. I eat the most succulent meat, drink the finest ale, and hunt with the best hounds in the horde. Meanwhile, my very capable steward sees to the needs of the small folk and ensures that my horde runs smoothly. Being a Jarl could hardly be simpler. You should try it sometime.
I'll be a Jarl.
Again sometime. I might have some use for you.
The Jarl has appointed me to be your house clerk. It's an honor to serve you. The Jarl has recognized you as a person of great importance in the world, a hero. The title of Thanes is an honor, a gift for your service. The guards will know to look the other way
There's no better
if
time
you
to
tell
own a
them.
PlayStation 3 than in 2024.
As my Thane, I'm sworn to your service. I'll guard you and all you own with my life.
Still remains strong 18 years later.
Let's not waste any time.
Over 1 million active users daily. So this begs the question, what games are the supposed 1 million plus users still
Hello.
Since Sony has not publicly provided any sort of metrics or information regarding this,
If anyone sneaks up on us, they spend
well
their
over 100
counter.
PlayStation 3 games were all on the multi-list. All the research that I booked during the week and on the weekend. All my testing was conducted in North America. If you happen to live outside this region, then your mileage may vary and far than others. Since this is a rather extensive list of games, I included each one as a chapter as well
As Thane of Falkreath, I command you to fight for me. Yes. Yes.
But before we begin, I just want to give a quick shout out to the following people
Yeah.
who contributed a possibility from the PlayStation Reborn Destination Home and Little Big Planet Gaming Discord channel, Garfield, Skittle, Lee Wheelman, Alex,
Yes.
Skate Youngling, Snuzz, Butter, Not a Trend, The King is my PF, Xander_Beck, and Yuba.ebuild, as well as
What is my current stat?
Leg HD, Dorian D, and Unsourced. Thank you guys so much, it's greatly appreciated. To kickstart this video off, let's start with the Call of Duty series. During the PlayStation 3 era, we saw about 11 games in the series release, all of which are still online as of the recording of this video. The most active Call of Duty community on the PlayStation 3 has to be Call of Duty Black Ops 1. Its player base is large, both in PvP and of course zombies. The community here tends to play a variety of objective-based game modes, like Capture the Flag and Search and Destroy. Meanwhile, it's not uncommon to find the odd game in hardcore team deathmatch. I like to describe it as taking the best aspects from World at War and infusing it with the foundation that Infinity Ward left with Modern Warfare 2. Oh, and you can also Dolphin Dive, which never gets old. Then you have World at War, which just so happens to be one of the most played games as well. Its player size has gotten much smaller in the past few years, but if you stick to game modes like Team Deathmatch, there's a good chance you'll find a near full lobby most of the time. One cool aspect about World at War is that it's the only Call of Duty game on the PlayStation 3 to offer a cooperative campaign. I managed to find one other dude on a Saturday night, and we got the chance to play through some of the game's levels. And of course, Zombies is still popping well into 2024. The same can be said about the Modern Warfare series and Black Ops 2. I wouldn't say one has more players than the other, as all of them still retain a healthy player population.
Time to go to the main.
Whatever your personal preference is. That being said, both Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 2 are not accessible to some players. If your PlayStation Network account was created past 2018, Modern Warfare 3 simply won't let you match those games, as it doesn't seem to affect the survival abilities, which is pretty damn underrated if you ask me. Black Ops 2's issues range from giving you a black screen to the multiplayer freezing whenever you try to log in. Thankfully, there is a way to bypass this. As fellow content creator, Destroyed Insanity made a tutorial which I use for this video. I'll leave a link in the description if you come across this issue. Back on topic, Call of Duty Ghosts also has a player base surrounding it too. This game has quite the mixed reception among fans alike. Despite that, it still has an effective player base, as I had no issues finding a near full lobby in Team Deathmatch. Hell, even in Station mode still has a decent amount of people playing it. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare is also somewhat active, but not nearly as much as it used to be. You see, back in 2021, you can find a ton of different lobbies on any given day. In 2024, however, it's become a lot less likely. Out of all the active
Strangers like you bring war.
This is the only one where I had to wait almost 5 minutes just to
The fuck are you talking about?
Have you by my side?
Nowadays, just not as popular as it once was. Call of Duty
Disrespect the law
has
and
seen a bit of a surge of interest surrounding the game. The community here is very small, but thanks to Ryan's recent video covering the PlayStation 3 online, it's given the game a lot more attention. The majority of the player base exists on this Discord channel called Call of Duty 3 PlayStation 3, which hosts weekly game nights every Saturday. I've been to a few, and usually there's around 8 to 12 players that show up, which is more than enough for this game. It's unlike any other Call of Duty I've played before. It's definitely worth checking out.
As he got your back.
Finally, we go
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since you had a good
This
time.
is
Has he got your back?
one of the worst ways to play this game, but despite its rough edges, it's still routinely brought in a small but dedicated community. Well, sort of. Within the past year, something happened, causing it to become completely broken. If you hop into PvP, it'll give you a tutorial and require you to spend a token on one of the specialists. After spending the token, it'll cause the game to instantly freeze. What this means is that if you have a new account or you're new to the game, you no longer can play PvP matchmaking anymore. This also extends if you want to unlock a weapon, as that will cause the game to freeze too. I would have loved to talk about this one, but since I created a new account, I no longer can play this again, which, to put elegantly, is pretty stupid. That being said, Zombies seems to be unaffected by this issue, as I can still matchmake and find others who have the issues.
Let's get going.
So there's that, I guess. Last, but certainly not least, Call of Duty Classic is essentially a ghost town nowadays. I checked this one multiple times throughout the week and the weekend, to no success. I did find one lobby on a random Sunday night, but the dude was amped for over an hour. This is a real shame, as this game is essentially a time capsule of where the series originally started. Moving on to the Battlefield series. Now, there's currently only 3 Battlefield games still online as of the recording of this video. Then EA decided to kill them in 19.
What do you need?
Bad Company 1 and Bad Company 2 back in December of last year, which really sucks. That being said, Battlefield 4 is still going strong. Now, Battlefield 4 expanded its multiple mechanics laid out by 3 while offering a wider range of weapons and equipment to unlock. Combat is a lot more approachable and a lot more refined than its predecessors.
I mostly
and of course, the sound design here is top-notch.
What is it, Rob?
Since it supports the ability for players to host their own servers, there's a nice variety of different ones to choose from. Each with their own presets and variations.
Those members think they can guess.
This is hands down the most actively played Battlefield game on the PlayStation 3.
Disrespect is
rated
disrespect.
daily. The same can also be said
If anyone sneaks up on us, hey, guys, he got your back.
Over excellent Battlefield games. But personally, I always prefer the maps.
Big photo of that.
Maps like Operation Metro or
Are you
Casimir still holds up as some of the best in the entire franchise. I'd say that the player base is slightly smaller than 4, but not by a significant margin. I did a community post about this video, and a lot of you mentioned that you still play this game. So it's fair to say you'll find someone who will try to revisit this gem of
Shouting him apart.
Then you have Battlefield Hardline, the black sheep of the franchise. Instead of fighting in a modern war, Hardline takes more of a show influence, adopting a cops and robbers type of setting. It did a lot of things differently compared to 4, like toning down the destruction mechanics, but made up for it in the expansive list of attachments for your weapons. It's some rather fun equipment to use, like the grappling hook. The community here is still active, but much smaller than before. I recommend sticking with this one.
If anyone sneaks up on us, hey,
As during the week, it was not nearly as active. It might not be the best in the series, but considering what the Battlefield series looks like today, it's a pretty damn good game if you ask me. Up next, we have the original Destiny. Being released 10 years ago, the original Destiny is one of the only MMOs still online on the PlayStation 3. I decided I would install it once again and check out the PvE portion of the game. I first started by walking around the social hub. I came across a lot of people just chilling and going about their business. It was kind of surprising, as you wouldn't expect to see so many people playing this version of the game. I even got invited to a fire team by a few friendly folks, but unfortunately I couldn't participate as I didn't have the ability. Although I did have luck finding people in the social hub, I didn't seem to come across anyone else in any of the planets. This might be due to where I was in the story, or I might have simply just didn't notice them in the game's world. Going back to the original Destiny reminded me of just how good it felt to play. It's snappy, polished, refined, and offers a great amount of depth if you dig deep enough. This version of the game is essentially a time capsule to where the series first started and is perfect for any fan of first-person shooters. Moving on to the Rainbow Six Vegas series. That's described as a tactical first-person shooter with a cover-based system. It's still one of the most rewarding multiplayer games on the PlayStation 3. Let's start first with Rainbow Six Vegas 2, which happens to be the most active out of the series. During my testing, I found a few matches of PvP, both during the week and on the weekend. There is a skill gap if you're new to the series, as the game nowadays is mostly played by people who've been around since launch. That being said, the community here is more than accommodating and patient, which is a major plus. If that gets too much, then there's also a cooperative mode called Terrace Hunt, where you and up to 3 others have to traverse through various levels, with the objective being to eliminate a set amount of NPCs. What makes this mode truly special is that the AI is incredibly sensitive to your surroundings, and will find various ways to outflank you if you're not careful.
God, my nervous.
Make your character stand out. Unfortunately, it's not active anymore. As organizing a match, since the summer of 2003, I started doing a community game night and would like to give this game more attention. So if that's of interest, seemed that every time I revisit it again, I'd come across different pathways or find better ways to approach it.